guys, welcome to day 2. We are here for 30 minutes of core strength. Go ahead, grab your mat. Also, we're going to use some dumbbells. So grab one medium, one maybe a little lighter. You just need one, not a set. I have 10 and 15 here to give you an idea of what you might want. We're going to go 2 minutes to kind of warm up the core, and then we'll get into our circuit. So go ahead, come on down onto your mat, on your back when you're ready. And we're just going to get started with a dead bug here. So once you're down, stack your knees over the hips, pull your belly in, push the low back down. Arms are up, reach into the ceiling, just let the neck and shoulders relax. Flex your feet. You're gonna drop your right leg, left arm. Come back to center. We stay on that side. Right leg, left arm, big stretch. Back to center. Exhale as you drop. Inhale as you come back to center. Pulling the belly in the entire time. Keep that low back pushing on the mat. 5 seconds, we're gonna switch. Good, next time you're back to the top, switch it. Left leg long, right arm overhead. Big reach, stretch those limbs. Bring them close as to the floor as you can. And then come back to center. Belly pulling in the entire time. You always have that engagement. Pushing that low back down. It's easier for you if you lift the shoulders up and the neck up a little bit. Know that you can do that. We're going to flip over to a high plank in 3, 2, 1. Good, guys. Flip it on over. 30 seconds high, 30 seconds low, just to warm up in that plank. And then we'll get into our circuit. Tuck your toes. We are up and holding 30 seconds here. So feet hip width. Squeezing the legs. Pelvic tuck. Squeeze the belly in. Stacking those shoulders over your wrist. Elbows are soft. Breathe. You're halfway there. Good. You got it. In 5, we're going to walk it low. If you need a break first, take it. 3, 2, 1. Low plank hold. Drop it down. Keep squeezing the abs in. Keep squeezing the legs to help out. Push your heels back. Relax your hands. Use the breath. You got it. Halfway there. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Knees drop. Good, guys. All right. Hopefully our core is feeling good and warmed up. We have 2 circuits. Each one has 6 moves. We're going to go through twice. Everything is a minute once we get into this work here. First move is going to be total body extension. So we're going to crunch up into a ball. We're going to exhale, stretch our limbs long. If that's too much, you're going to extend 1 limb at a time instead of all 4, or 2 limbs at a time instead of all 4. All right, 1 minute. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Tuck into a tight ball. Exhale, extend. Inhale as you squeeze. Exhale, extend. It's a minute at your pace. Settle into it. So when you tuck in, I want you to really lift those knees to your chest. Think about rolling the hips up off the mat. And then when you extend, you push them down and you push that low back to the mat. You decide how high or low you send those legs when you extend. Halfway there, keep it up. And as you tuck, you're also lifting those shoulders to those knees. Get the shoulder blades off the mat. You're trying to tuck in tight as you can. And exhale, go long. Good work, guys. Stay with that. 10 more seconds. Cross crunch coming next. 3, 2, 1. Elbows wide, fingers at your ears. Feet plant to the mat. Right elbow to left leg. Drop down and switch. Alternating side to side. Big lift. Try to pull that elbow towards the opposite leg. Get that shoulder blade way off the mat. Tiny pause at the top to really feel that contraction. Every time you're there, you got it. Halfway. Exhale up, inhale lower. Good work, guys. All core here today. So if you need breaks at any time, take it. If you need to modify anything, do so. In 10, we're going jackknife. You're gonna go right leg, left hand. Stop at center. Take the legs long. Arms reach up. Reach that left hand to your right foot. Here we go. Up. Control back down. If coming up to a seat's too much, take it to a crunch. Stand that side, go right leg, left arm. Good, you're here for 30, and then we get the other side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, keep it going. Switch sides your next rep. Left leg, right arm. Reaching that hand towards that foot. Good job, guys. 10 to go. You got it. Three, 2, 1. Let's flip it over. We have a high plank with a cross climber. If that's too much, you hold your high plank. We're going to go in 5. Knee to opposite elbow. 3, 2, 1. It's slow. Take your time. I want you to focus on that range of motion. Get that knee close to the elbow as you can. Find that cross. Minute in this plank. So if you need to break at any time, do it. If you just want to hold and take out the climber, do that. Focus on that form. Elbows are soft. You're never locked at the joints. Shoulders over wrist. Hips are down. Abs are tight. You're halfway there. Gaze is down. Neck in line with spine. Breathe. Great job, guys. 10 to go. 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. We're doing a snow angel, and then we're going to come back to a plank for the last one. So lay flat on your stomach. Arms stretch overhead. Lift, open, close, lower. 1 minute. Modify what you need. 3, 2, 1. Lift, open, close, relax down. Take your time. There's a pause at each position here. Lifting and stretching those limbs. Make this big as you can. Steady breath. Let it help you. You're past halfway. Keep it up. Feel that low back strengthening. You got it. 10 more seconds. Last move of this walk is going to be a low plank hold. Hip dips if you want more. 3, 2, 1. So forearms. Come on up in 3, 2, 1. And then if you want more, you're going to dip your hips side to side, coming onto the edges of your shoes. Completely optional. If you'd rather just hold your plank, do that. Just make sure before you add in that hip dip, you have good form in that plank. Hips down, abs in. Breathe. You got it. Halfway there. If you're adding that hip dip, big range of motion. Really try to drop that hip towards the mat. Feel the squeeze into the oblique and then go to the other side. Ten more seconds. We have a quick break and then we're going to repeat what we did. 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Shake out the arms, roll the shoulders, sip of water if you like. All right, those all one more round through. We're back to the total body extension where we started. I'll give you about 10 more seconds if you're breaking here. When you're ready, onto your back. We're gonna start with that tuck and then extend the limbs. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Big tuck in, exhale, extend out. Knees in, roll the hips off the mat, lift the shoulder blades a little higher when you come into that tuck. When you extend, you really squeeze the belly in and push the low back down to the floor. Good work, guys. You're halfway through this first move. Remember to modify anything you need. Take breaks when you need them. Steady breath, 10 more seconds. The cross crunch is coming next. We'll alternate sides, driving that elbow to the opposite knee. 3, 2, 1. Plant the feet, elbows wide. Here we go. Lift and cross, lower switch. Every time you crunch, focus on the core to lift you. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Use the abs to bring you up. Big rotation, getting that shoulder blade off the mat. Find that cross. Halfway. Great work, guys. Stay with it. Relax the neck. 15 seconds. Jackknife next. We'll stay on one side for 30 and then switch. 3, 2, 1. Legs long, arms to the ceiling. Left hand to right leg. Here we go for 30. So remember, all the way up to a seat, reaching that hand to that foot. If you need to modify, you're just coming to a crunch. Think about rolling that spine off the mat and then back on the mat. Good, guys. A few more. 3, 2, 1. Same thing. To your other side. Left leg, right arm into it. Go ahead. Steady breath. You got it. 10 more seconds. We'll flip it over for the last 3 moves this block. Good. Flip it on over. High plank optional cross climbers. 3, 2, 1. Get strong in that high plank, and then if it's there, add those climbers. Smooth, steady reps. Pull the knee towards that opposite elbow. Tighten that core the entire time. Good, you're halfway. If you lose that form, just reset, join back in when you can. Soften those elbows, make sure you aren't locked. Spread the fingers wide, push into your palms. Final 10, then we're on our stomach, snow angels next. 3, 2, 1. Good, guys. Drop. Drop it down on your stomach into those snow angels here. Arms forward, reach the arms, reach the legs long. Up, open, close, lower. Here we go. Big lift, big stretch, open wide, close and lower. Stay strong. On that low back, you got it. Can you lift up a little higher? Maybe stretch those lungs a little further. 20 seconds. Last move this block, we go back to that low plank with the optional hip dips. Three, two, one. Good, guys. Come up to those forearms into that low plank in 3, 2, 1. Add that hip dip if you want it. And then with that hip dip, you can have your feet wide and so you have space to roll the feet. Or you can bring those toes in close and stack the feet, whatever your preference is. Get strong in that low plank first. Add those hip dips if you want it. Great work, guys. Stay with it. This is your last move of block 1. Ten more seconds. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Knees drop. Shake out the arms, roll the shoulders. Great job, guys. All right, sip of water if you like. We have our second block next. Another 6 moves, 1 minute each. We're gonna go 2 times through. This is where we're gonna start using those dumbbells. So your first one, you're gonna go to a weighted dead bug, like we did in warm-ups, but you're gonna have a dumbbell in that arm that's going overhead. It's optional if you just wanna stay with what we did in warm-up. Don't worry about that weight. So let's start with the dumbbell in your right hand. So that left leg is gonna go long. We'll be here 30 seconds before we switch sides. Everything stacked, abs in, low back pushing down. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it big, come back to center. Just like our warm-up. Adding that dumbbell if you want to intensify. Make sure it's opposite limbs reaching. You have that dumbbell, that leg arm is still straight. It's a big reach up overhead. That bicep comes right next to the ear before you come back to center. 3, 2, 1. Switch limbs. Drop it, go ahead. Pull the belly in, push it back to the mat. Exhale, lower, inhale, center. 10 to go. We're gonna roll up to a seat for a seated twist next. 3, 2, 1. Good, guys. So you can keep that dumbbell, or if you want your heavier one, grab it, or if you don't want any weight, also fine. Dig your heels, pull your belly in, hinge back, twist side to side. Here we go. You know this, our seated Russian twist. Big range of motion. Can you tap that dumbbell, but also turn those shoulders? So you're trying to get square to those side walls. Stay in that lean the entire time, pulling the belly in. Steady breath, strong in that core. Feel that twist. You're doing great. Keep it up. Past halfway. Ten more seconds. We're gonna go on our back with a sit-up press. 3, 2, 1. So dumbbell if you want it. We'll start with it in our right hand. I have a 10 here, so make sure you aren't too heavy. On your back, like a chest press is how you start, but you're gonna press it as you roll up to that sit-up, and then you bend as you come back down. So it's a lot of shoulder. That's why the dumbbell needs to be light. Try it on that right. 3, 2, 1. All the way up to a sit-up. Lower back down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, roll down. 30 seconds each side. At the top, you're sitting up. That bicep is right by the ear. That arm is reaching to the ceiling. Keep it going. If you need modifications, lose the dumbbell or come up to a crunch instead of a sit-up. Pick what works for you. In 5, we're going to switch sides. Good. Next time you're down, dumbbell in your left. Start with that elbow bent. As you roll up, press it. Here we go. As you lower, it bends. You got to exhale up, inhale, lower. At the top, reach the arm to the ceiling. Get that bicep right next to your ear. Ten more seconds. We lose our dumbbell for the next 2 moves. Good, guys. Set it down. All right, we are going total body extension to a hip side. So we did our total body extension earlier where we squeezed in and extended. This time when you extend, you're going to roll onto just that left hip for the first 30. Try it now. So you're going to tuck in just like we did that total body extension. Everything is centered. It's only when you extend that you come into that left hip. You're feeling the work through those right obliques. Tuck center. Exhale, extend. Give it a try. We're in. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, roll to that hip. Extend your limbs. Every time you crunch, make sure it's centered so you're even on your back and hips here. Only rolling to the side on that extension. Just like before, big tuck. Get those knees in, get the shoulders off the mat. We're gonna roll to the right hip. In 3, 2, 1. Same thing, big tuck in, extend out onto that right hip. You got it. Steady breath, stay strong, guys. You got it. Big tuck, extend. 3, 2, 1. Hit the heels. We're going to a bridge. So I want you to push into those heels. Get your hips high, squeeze your glutes. Control it back down. Just a basic bridge here. Feet are hip width. Drive into the heels. Push your hips up. Everything squeezes. Find that tiny hold at the top. Tighten through your quads, glutes, and hamstrings before you drop back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Relax the toes. Maybe even take them off the mat. Just make sure you're driving into those heels to lift you up. Good. Hips high. Squeeze it. Keep it going, guys. Last move will be a plank. We'll have a quick breather before our final round through. 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Drop the hips, flip it on over. We're going dumbbell plank pull if you want it. If you don't want the dumbbell, don't worry about it. You're going to sit off to one side. Your hands are going to be fairly close. Feet are wider as you get started here. You're going to take your left hand, grab that dumbbell, pull it over to the left. Put that hand back down. Then its right hand reaches through, pull it over, set it back down. We got it. Give it a try. If it's too much, you just hold that plank. 3, 2, 1. We're in. Here we go. Take your time. Grab that dumbbell, pull it across, set that hand down. While you're doing that, those hips are square to the mat the entire time. That's why the feet are wide. That's going to help you. Only thing moving should be the arm grabbing that dumbbell and taking it across. Breaks anytime you need. You're halfway there. Squeeze the abs in. Find that pelvic tuck. Keep your low back safe. Legs strong to help you out. Breathe. You have less than 20 seconds. Quick break coming. And then your final round. Ten to go. Rest it, weight down. All right, great job, guys. Shake out a sip of water if you like. Those 6 one more time through. So we use dumbbells on some of those. See how that was for you. Do you need to modify the weight? Do you need to take them out? Do you want to try adding them on? Last 6 minutes, you do what you need. All right, we'll go in about 10 seconds, starting with that weighted dead bug. Let's put that dumbbell in our right hand. We're gonna send that left leg long for the first 30. Pull the abs in, push the low back to the mat. Limbs up, here we go. Drop the right arm, left leg back to center. Big stretch overhead. Belly pulling in, low back on the mat the entire time. Steady breath in 10, we switch sides. 3, 2, 1, left hand, right leg dumbbell optional, go ahead. Exhale, big stretch, inhale back to center. Great job, guys, keep it going. 10 more seconds. Into our seated twist coming next. Dumbbell optional, 3, 2, 1. Make your way to a seat. Grab your weight if you want it. Dig the heels in. Pull that belly in as you lean back, twist it. Here we go, 1 minute. Big rotation. Tap that weight, turn the shoulders. Find that twist. Good work, guys. Keep it going. You're halfway in. Can you maybe lean back a tad further? $20 seconds. Final 10. On our back for that seated, or that sit-up press. Challenging one there. 3, 2, 1. Sit-up press. 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. If you need to modify any of this, take it to a crunch, lose the weight, do what works for you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it up, press it, roll it back down. Spine rolls off the mat, spine rolls on the mat. Arm lifts as you do, arm bends as you lower. Ten seconds, you go other side. 3, 2, 1. Switch your sides. 30 seconds, go ahead. Press it up at the top, bicep by ear, arm reaching to ceiling. Ten to go. Total body extension. 2, 1, hip coming. 3, 2, 1. Good, guys. Lose that dumbbell if you have it. Just like that total body extension, tuck. And then come on, just that left hip, our first 30. Feel the work in the right oblique. 3, 2, 1. Tuck in tight. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, extend. You got it. Too much, extend those legs higher. But make sure you're coming on to just that left hip. Always center, always squared on that tuck. Centered on your back and hips there. Almost there. You got it. Other side next. 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. Just roll onto that right hip. Big crunch and extend. $15. We have that bridge next, little recovery before we hit our last move. 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Plant the heels. Relax the arms wherever's comfortable for you. Lift those hips high. Squeeze at the top. Little hold. Control it down. We're here a minute. Go into it. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Glutes, quads, hamstrings. Squeeze them all. Relax the toes, push into the heels. You got it, 20 more seconds. Final move, we'll finish with that plank, high plank with that optional dumbbell pull. In 10. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, final move right here. Flip it on over. Dumbbell if you want it. Remember, hands close, feet wide is going to help you. Don't let those hips rock side to side. The whole point is to stabilize as you grab that dumbbell. If you're moving those hips, you're losing that work. 3, 2, 1. We're in. Last minute. Here we go. Take your time. And then if you want more of a challenge, you take that dumbbell further away so that reach for it is bigger. But those hips still don't move. Belly squeezing in, legs squeezing to help. Breath steady, you got it. Halfway there. Seconds, stay with it. Even if you just need to hold that plank, do it. It's your last 15 seconds of work now. Finish strong, you're so close. 5, 2, 1. Dumbbell out of your way. Knees wide. Send your hips back into child's pose. Stretch the arms forward. Sink here. Awesome job, guys. Just a little hold to enjoy this child's pose. And then come into your palms, send your hips forward, take a little back bend here. And then any movement that feels good, they'll stretch through the abs and low back. All right, let's come on up to our feet. Great job, guys. Big stretch up overhead to finish as you breathe in. Drop, breathe out. There is day 2. Your core day is done for this week. Make sure you get plenty of water. Stretch out what you need. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.